Hello friends, welcome back. It's Big Dano Plays. We're back for the final episode of Hoplomachus Victorum with our champion Krakenlance as we head towards the capital in Vesuvian's land over here to face off against a giant crocodile. You're supposed to read the rules for the giant crocodile before you face them, but I did not. I did not do so. So we shall instead just be very, very fortunate and hope for the best. Now, we've got a decent spread of units. We've maxed out our unit cap. This camp burden has been a bit annoying, but we've managed to work through it. We have only a couple of archers, which have only recently been obtained. So I think that's actually been the difference. I feel like range units actually make a really big difference in this game. So we find ourselves in Kunlun. We have probably one or two to go before we will head out. Actually, which way did we come in? I think we came in the sporting, so I think we have to go here. 2, 3, 4. What's the quickest way to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, something like that. I don't think we want to go through. Actually, let's go through Amazonia. We haven't been through Amazonia, so we'll do that. We're just going to go here to this sporting one. So it's a sporting event. It is a feat of sacrifice. When accepted, either discard an opportunity card from your camp or deal 3 damage to your hero. We will discard this one because we are not going to get that one. And that is all. So this is a King of the Hill. The bag will be the first local units. Haha, it is oppressive. Of course, it's one of those stupid local units. Another one. And boom, a neutral. So we have a tactician for hamstring and an attacker with adrenaline plus an Ignean. So this is a King of the Hill, so we can choose, and we will choose the Tribune to be this Ignean. Great. So do we add a bag unit, arrival line of a bloodshed event? No, we can't do that. So deployments, the media fighter is coming down with 4 health. The Ignean is coming down with 7 health. There is no hamstring, and so the Ignean will be given +1 speed. The media fighter is looking for is it tactical? It is, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3 up to here. Suboptimal. So if we are successful in this event, we will definitely be taking some tactics. Your non-elite units add that while Krakenlance is in combat. This is not ranged, so we will go with, do we go with our Leviathan? 7 health. Bowler's Hunter with 3 health, I think. We'll go here. So the Bowler's Hunter comes down there, shooting here. 2 glorious hits. Great start. Okay, so now the attacker comes down with 1, 2, 3 health here in position 1. The media fighter will move 1 to here. The attacker does not move, and the Ignean will move 1, 2 to here. We will go with Krakenlance as our next deployment, And he will move 1, 2 to here. And our bowler's hunter will move nowhere. So it'll be 2 blues and a yellow on the meteor fighter with tactical and dodge. It's actually 3 blues because of confidence. I'll roll the one from last turn that I forgot. Extra wound, and now, so that meteor fighter has been defeated. And that is the end of our turn. So Krakenlance stunned, very good. The Ignian is looking for a consistent hex in range of an opponent. There is not one, so it goes for an opponent. It will go here. This guy is also the same. 1, 2, it goes to here. We move to 1. We will bring on our Camel Knight. The Bowler's Hunter is going to fire. Actually, you know what? We're going to move Krakenlance back. We don't need to get there. We'll go here, actually. So it will now be blue from Krakenlance, yellow, another blue from Krakenlance for Inspire, and a black. Firing on the attacker. That's 2. And then Krakenlance himself will have an attack. And he is a blue and a green. And so he defeats the attacker. So that's the end of our turn. This guy will go to here. He will swing on Krakenlance. He's a blue and a green. Let's hope he doesn't hit both. Why did you say that, Deno? Why do you say these things, you know? It's just, you invite that on yourself. All right? Moves to here, moves to here. Actually, move to here, move to here. Yep, so he's here, he goes 1, 2. No, he was here, so he cannot do that, but he will go to there. The Bowler's Hunter will go to there. That's it. He's going to intercept the blow. 1. Our turn, Krakenlance here. We score 1 point. So we're on 2. And this guy's going to go here. We'll intercept the blow. Where was this last time? I could have handled it. We go to 5. And then he hits again. And we take it there. We win. We will replenish our tactics. So we want bolster health, and also we're going to take back this tactic. I don't know if this is within the rules, but I'm going to do it. It's the basic tactic that they come with at the start, which from Hoplomachus remastered. So tactics are replenished. That goes back in the bag. Krakenlance lost 4 wounds. It's very, very, very annoying. I do not appreciate that at all. Okay. So we mark off a day. We'll move here to an opportunity. It is Confident or King of Kings. Win a King of the Hill sport event by defeating all rival units. Or add a bag into the end of a rival lineup of sport event and win the event. We'll take Confident. And we'll mark off another week. And we'll move in here to a Bloodshed. And we are going to visit the land of the Amazons for the first time. All right. First time in Amazonia. I set that up correctly. This one here, this one here, this one here, this one here. Wonderful. It is a range units have +1 range, marksman's trial. Alright, well, the local unit is a Velas, which is a melee unit. And so he comes with an adrenaline tactic. And then there is 2 more bag units. First one, Camel Knight. Second one, a Mountain Radical. So the Camel Knight's coming with a stun, and the Mountain Radical is coming with a hamstring. We didn't hamstring our archer in the last one, but I don't think it mattered. He would have been the target, so. Velas comes down with 5 health. Camel Knight comes down with 8. Bloodshed event it is. The Camel Knight is now speed 2. And that is that. So our archery units are additional range. So how many units are we allowed? We're only allowed 2. Alright, well, we'll just bring both of our archery units, I think. Harpoonsman is now range 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll actually bring Krakenlance down first. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy can fly. Oh, this guy deploys now. 3 health. 1, 2, 3. This guy can fly. This guy can't. And this guy is tactical. 1, 2, 3. It's our turn. We shall bring down a Bowler's Hunter. One, two. Yep, we'll go here. The Bowler's Hunter is going to shoot the Mountain Radical. 1, 2 blues, black and yellow from being on Krakenlance. So when Krakenlance was deployed, he was supposed to roll 1 yellow. He does 1 wound to that Camel Knight. Come on, blue. Yeah, kills the Mountain Radical. That is good stuff. Okay, now there is no tactical, so they can't deploy the stun or that. Okay, so this goes here, this goes here, this goes backwards, and this goes here. So who do we want in there first? Probably the Camel Knight, he's weaker. Yeah, 1, 2 to there. He'll go 1, 2 to there. Alright, we will deploy a Harpoonsman here, and we are going to pour everything into the Camel Knight. So, Harpoonsman, blue and green, plus 2 blues from Krakenlance. He does 2 damage. From the Bowler's Hunter, black, yellow, 2 blues. He does 2 damage. Krakenlance himself, 2 damage. Good round of events. The Camel Knight was actually supposed to attack last turn, wasn't he, Deno? Yes, Krakenlance. Nothing. Very good. Our turn. This moves here. This bounces back. This bounces this way, and this bounces to here. He'll go to here. And Camel Knight attacking Krakenlance. Does a wound. the Velas attacking our Bowler's Hunter. Does 1. Okay. Krakenlance is going to attack the Camel Knight. He does a wound. I'm actually going to do this first. He's going to move to here. He's going to move to here. That kills the Camel Knight. The Harpoonsman will be stunned, unfortunately, for this turn. So the Camel Knight's defeated, which heals Krakenlance for a wound. And then the Bowler's Hunter will attack the Velas and gets 2 wounds. There is a deflect, so we can't hit him with any more anyway. And that's all. This bounces nowhere, this bounces here, this bounces here, this bounces here. This guy moves to here. Our stun goes away. No hamstring that can be applied. The Velas will attack the strongest, which is Krakenlance. Yuck, and yellow and black. Black and yellow, black and yellow. Okay, so we can't kill this guy unless we roll 3 hits on this roll. Harpoonsman will shoot, so there's no retaliate. He does 2. That's a shame. This is a bloodshed, and so our best course of action is probably to let Krakenlance take this hit. It is our choice, and hope that this guy does not roll 2 hits. I should not have said that. Oh, he survives on 1. Krakenlance's best bet is to hit him, which defeats him, which heals a wound. Well played. Well played, me. So we'll recover a wound, and then we can increase a dice. But I think we'll just take health at this point. Another health. So that'll be an extra health. Well navigated. We feel good about that. All right, we move onwards. 2 blessings still in hand. We're probably going to go for another bloodshed event. The first rival unit deployed has health 4. The only person that we can deploy is Krakenlance. Do we want to risk Krakenlance? No. We will take some Scion influence. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which will be adding a Bane, which is a bag 1. And then we've got 1, 2, 3. I think we'll go that. Great, so we don't mark the day. We move here to a sporting event. Feat of Strength. All unit skills are ignored. This is a bloodshed. No, this is a thingy. I think we will take this on. So we will add a Warseer as a local unit. And that Warseer has a ranged hamstring, which is bad. Then we will deploy a Camel Knight and an Archer. And finally, a Fury. So the Fury has hamstring, Camel Knight has stun. Plenty of hamstringing going on. Warseer comes down with 4 health. Camel Knight comes down with 8 health. There is no one to hamstring. The Warseer, however, will move towards an unoccupied champion's Dias Hex. We're going to go there. Actually, all unit skills are ignored, so that will not happen, because this is a feat of strength. What is actually this event? We will make this a King of the Hill, and the Camel Knight will be the Tribune. Alright. Okay, so we ignore all unit skills. Remember that, Deno. Well, maybe this guy will be our deployment, because he does not have roaming anymore. And that seems not bad. What did we decide? King of the Hill or Spa? I actually think we're going to go for a Spa. No, that would make the Warseer the primary target. So no, we don't want to do that. Okay, so now the Archer will deploy with 2 health, 1, 2, so you're King of the Hill. 1, 2. There's probably no downside to us. Did we rest? We did rest, so Krakenlance is back up to 8 health. So we probably don't want to kill the Tribune in this instance. Yeah, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. So deploy, 1, 2, 3. 1. And that is all. So our deployment, we have we'll put down a Demetrius. This is not a bloodshed event. So the Leviathan will move here. Move, 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 move. And that's it. So the last to deploy will be this Fury. No tactical, no agile. This guy will go 1, 2. This guy will go 1. This guy will go 1. And that's it. So it's our deployment now. So we will deploy the Warseer does an automatic wound to the Leviathan. I think we will deploy our whole can, maybe. I think this is actually just a straight up health situation. So we'll deploy the Camel Knight. We'll go here. The Demetrius is going to move 1 to there. Leviathan will attack with a red and a yellow, so we'll just roll the yellow. And the Demetrius, black, blue, yellow. So this Warseer has 1 health left. Goes here, goes here, goes here, goes here. Cool. So the Fury does not have flight, so it goes 1, 2, 3. The Camel Knight. We'll do the Camel Knight first. It's going to go to an unoccupied champion's dais. So we can do that. 1, 2, 3. 1 to there. So the Warseer will do 1 there. The Archer will fire on our Demetrius. Does 2 wounds. There's no retaliate. And that is it. So we will deploy Krakenlance. Now when he deploys, we roll 3 yellow dice, and unfortunately it goes on the Camel Knight. Just 1 wound on the Camel Knight. The Demetrius will move to here. Camel Knight will move to here. And that is all. Actually, the Demetrius will move 1, 2 to here. So the Demetrius will attack this Fury, who actually has 2 health, not 1, with this. And it defeats the Fury. The Leviathan is hamstrung, I think. Who's hamstring going, Dano? Deadliest opponent without hamstring. So it would actually go on the Demetrius. So what I did then is incorrect. This guy comes back on. And the Leviathan will attack the Warseer and defeat it. It's no quick strike. And the Camel Knight is not going to do anything. So that's it. So this will bounce back here. This bounces nowhere. This bounces here. This bounces nowhere. Actually, no. All units are displaced in the same direction. So that one can't move anywhere. That one's fine. So this one actually bounces him backwards like that. Okay. So the archer will move 1 to here. They will apply a stun. Has to be to that guy. And then the Fury will do 1 automatic wound. And the Camel Knight will do another wound and defeat the Demetrius. Poorly played by me, poorly played. But it's a sporting event, and so we're okay. Then the archer will fire at Krakenlance. Yep. It's a black dice dinner. Yep, so 1 damage. And that's it. So the Camel Knight will move 1 to here. The Leviathan will move 1 to here. Krakenlance will move 1 to here. So Krakenlance attacking the archer. He just does the 1. The Camel Knight attacking the Fury. He just does the 1. And the Leviathan hits nobody. This bounces back. This pushes our Camel Knight off. This goes to here. This bounces to here. So their Camel Knight will move 1 to here. Good. Still haven't scored a point. That's okay. So their Fury does 1 wound to our Camel Knight. Their Camel Knight will roll a green and then a black and a yellow, all on Krakenlance. Just the 1. So now our turn. Krakenlance will hopefully defeat the archer. Succeeds in defeating the archer. There's nowhere to move yet, so that is okay. The Camel Knight will hopefully defeat the Fury and fails to do so, and that is it. So this will bounce back to here, 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 here. So the Camel Knight will attack Krakenlance. Misses. The Fury does a wound on our Camel Knight. Okay, so the Leviathan will go here, do an automatic damage to that Fury. Krakenlance is going to move 1, 2 away. That's it. This can bounce nowhere. This bounces here, this bounces here, this bounces here. He goes here. We score 1 point. Krakenlance will move again to here. This goes here. This pushes Krakenlance away. Oh. We'll actually move the Camel Knight to here. And then this will bounce to here. This guy will go here. Attack the Leviathan. Does a wound. Our Camel Knight will move to there. We're now on 2 points. This bounces the Camel Knight backwards. This bounces to here, here, here. Camel Knight can't do anything. We go to 3-4. Here, pushes him off. Actually, we can go there and there. So, yeah, he goes to here, 5-6. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Can recruit a unit. A Warseer, an Archer, a Fury. No, we'll just recruit a second Camel Knight. That is the last unit we have available to us. Tribune gone. Mark off another week. That's our 4th. We were here. 1, 2, 3, pass 4. Sporting event, trial of uneven odds. When accepted, roll an arena die and add a number of bag units. Capture the flag or a spar. Did I say spar? I think I might have said spar in that one, so I would have actually won that a long time prior, but because I just needed to kill everyone but the Tribune. So we're here to a sporting event, trial of uneven odds. It's either a capture a flag or a spar. Do we accept it? It is going to be a punishing one. I think we will accept it. I mean, at this point we've got so many Banes, it doesn't really matter. Does that matter? Remove all Banes. Oh. That is bad. How many Banes have we got? We've got a lot. Alright, I think we need to accept it. So, let's see what we roll. Oh. That'll do. So it's still 3 units, so it's a 1, 2, 3. So there's a stun, and there is a defender. Okay. So capture the flag looks like the right play here. We will make the NACOM the fellow. Actually, let's make the defender the Tribune. Because he has 7 health. Because he's deployed first. He comes here, 7 health, and he's just a Tribune. Peltus comes on with 5 here. And we'll have a NACOM joining us shortly. I am going to play my regenning depth charger up here. He has tactical, but that's okay. We don't want to move him yet. Fine. Now the NACOM comes down. Flag is here. Moves 1, moves 1, moves 1, moves 1. So this guy can fly to here. This guy, stop moving chips around, Deno, you pest. This guy can move to here. What are you doing? And that is all. So the flag is in this position here. So nobody's in range, so that's fine. So we will deploy strongest opponent is the key. We'll deploy our Leviathan with 7 health. This Beastmaster is going to go 1, 2, 3. Probably doesn't need to go there. We'll go there. So moves 1, moves 1. This pushes the Peltas down to here. This goes to here. And that is all. So the Peltas will move 1 into there. The defender 1, 2. It's going for the strongest opponent, so it'll go to there. And this guy will move 1 to here. This is firing at the Leviathan, which is a green and a yellow. So 2 damage to our Leviathan. That is it. We will now bring on a Radiarius, which is our last unit. The depth charger goes 1, 2, 3 to the flag. The Radiarius goes 1, 2, 3 to here. We'll just do a red to that. The Leviathan will move to here. Red and yellow to the Peltas. Succeeds, which does 4 damage. Very good. Alright, so this moves here. This bounces back this way. This bounces back this way. This bounces to here. So the Peltast is now going to target the depth charger, as is the NACOM. So that is all of that, and the defender is going to as well. So the Peltast is a yellow and a green. 2 hits, and if the NACOM rolls a hit, it's very annoying. It does, so we lose our depth charger. The flag is dropped right where it is, but that is okay. Our Leviathan is now roaming. So we can deploy Krakenlance. I mean, at this point we might as well. The Leviathan direction. Direction 1 moves up. What an idiot. And direction 1 again. So he does nothing. The Radiarius will go 1, 2, 3 to here. Hit the NACOM for another red. Krakenlance will go 1, 2, 3. Man, that is very annoying losing that guy with 3 hits. On averages it doesn't happen, but it's fine. Krakenlance is pushed to here. Here, that's pushing him further away. Yuck. And that one bounces to here. Peltast is going to move to here. The defender will move to here. The defender hits Krakenlance. He does a wound. Come on, Krakenlance. The NACOM does a wound. Krakenlance is on the board, so he should roll a blue. He does a wound. Alright. Let's see if the Peltas does it again. Oh my god. Sometimes I genuinely hate these dice. Alright, well it's got to be Krakenlance then. The Leviathan needs to go direction 5. Good start, Deno. And then direction 5 again. Oh, direction 6. That's annoying. We'll go back to here. Moves here, moves here. All units in the way are displaced if possible. Otherwise they are not displaced. So not all units in the way, all units in the way. So this guy, this guy. onto the flag. Both have 5 health, so the Peltas doesn't need to move. The Nacom moves to here. The Peltas fires on the Leviathan. That Peltas has been on an absolute mission. Alright, the Leviathan's direction, he goes 1, which is up, and 6, which is up. Come on, man. I'm not happy about this. Alright, so this bounces back. This bounces to here. This bounces to here. And this pushes the Nacom to here. The Peltas is already in position. The Nacom goes to there. The defender goes to there. The Peltas, can it miss? Almost. The Leviathan's direction. Direction 1 and direction 3. At last we're going to get to fight someone. It is of course the one that we don't want to fight. But hey, what are you going to do? Krakenlance 1, 2. We'll fight on the Peltas. Kills the Peltas. The Nacom and the defender both attack Krakenlance. Both do a wound. 1, 2. Oh, this was moves here. This moves here. Oh, maybe it's only 1 wound. It is only 1 wound. Okay, so that's fine. So now Krakenlance moves 1, 2. The Nacom will move to there. This goes here, this goes here. He goes here. This comes back here. So now the defender will move to here. Nacom will move to here. So the Nacom attacks the Leviathan, does a wound. The defender attacks Krakenlance, does a wound. The Leviathan will roll yellow, red, blue on the Nacom, defeats him. Okay. So now we've just got to get Krakenlance the hell out of there. 1, 2, no, 1, 2, nope. So 1, 2 is our best option here, 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 here. Defender hits us with 1 black. Our turn. 1, 2. Bounces back. Bounces back. Bounces back. Bounces back. And we make it. 1, 2. Well, that was far harder than it needed to be. All that needed to happen was my little dude didn't die. But no, that was no good. However, we succeed. We don't want to recruit a unit. We don't have any tactics. We just did not want to give up this Scion influence. And we're now moving from Amazonia into the Vesuvian capital, where we will accept a opportunity. Vesuvia. Disturbia. Disturbia. Alright, so this one should be punishing. Alright, so the first thing we are accepting is an opportunity. Flawless. Win a sport event without defeating any rivals. We'll definitely take that one. Okay, so where do we move now? We have to move to a sporting event. Mercy's Power. If you win this event without defeating any rival units, immediately gain the reward from the top card of the opportunity deck and then discard that card. That is a hero prowess. So it's King of the Hill or a Capture the Flag. I reckon we'll try for this. What have we got here? This is a Shale Lurker, which is an awful, awful option. Local units, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. 5 health for him. And the cataphract will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 health for him. I think we'll go for the flag again. So my depth charger is of a lot of value here. Well, let's start with the Leviathan, I think. He's going to come down with 6 health. He's going to deploy here. No, he'll actually deploy here, because that guy. Okay, so the Peltast will come down with 3 health, loses a health because of the thing, loses a health because of the thing. I remembered that for him. So now the Shale Lurker will move 1, and this guy will move 1, 2. The Peltast is out of range. Okay. So the Shale Lurker is hitting our Leviathan with this. 1 hits. This guy's actually got to bolster health because came on with less health. Fine. How many did I roll there? I'm going to check the recording. I am tired. I hadn't rolled any dice. Shale Lurker, green and blue. Does 2 damage to our Leviathan. Wonderful. So, our depth charger deploys. He has tactical. He can't use regen 1 this turn. So do we give him they are going for the strongest opponent. No. We'll just go 1, 2 to here. And that's it. So the Cataphract will move to here. Peltast will move to here, and the Shale Lurker does not move. Sorry, I get to move my Leviathan. Innate means I can use that. So we'll move here. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, in that case I can actually move him here. And he will stay here. If I go there, that forces the Shale Lurker to move. The Cataphract is here. He's there. Cataphract can get to the strongest unit. Peltast can also get to the strongest unit. Yep, so that'll be fine. So 1, 2, 1 to there. Okay, so we're firing everything into the Leviathan. Green and blue, no damage. Black and blue, 1 damage. Blue and yellow, or green and yellow rather, 1 damage. 1, 1, 1 from Furiora. That's it. It's our turn. So we can deploy a Laquarius. Here. This guy now regens 1. And he'll go 1, 2, 3. And that should be it, I think. The Peltast can move to here. The Shale Lurker doesn't move. He taunts. He can't kill him. He moves to here. We did it. So, win a sport event without defeating any rival units. If you win this event without defeating any rival units, so we're gaining 2 hero prowess there. I can recruit a unit. Do we want that Shale Lurker? No, but I think we want this Cataphract with Fury Aura 1, maybe. We'll take him instead of this whole can. Ooh-wee. So, 2 hero prowess. Master Tactician, increase your capacity. Krakenlance has hook. No, we'll just go when you gain a sign influence, reduce it by 1. It's way too late to get that one, Deno. Krakenlance has hook, sure. So we'll be able to get 1 more tactic. Okay, so the Shale Lurker goes in the bag. Our Aquarius comes back here. The Peltas goes back in the bag. And we've marked off another one. I feel like we're ready to go. Is it worth us just going for it now? We're going to add 5 Banes if we do that. 1, 2. One, 2. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's finish it off and see if we are going to succeed or fail. I feel like this will be a bad choice, but we won't know until we give it a crack. So, it's Kabain. First of all, when your encampment moves onto the Vesuvian capital for the Scion event, gain a Bane for each unit remaining in the Vesuvian stack. So there's 5 Banes. 5 Banes there. Setup. Remove all Banes in play from the game. One. 2, 3. Can we use a blessing or something? It's a total of 8. So it's 4 blues and 4 yellows for this guy's thing, which is a lot. So we definitely would have preferred to minimise that. What happens with my blessings though? Does anything happen with my blessings? Or is that only for that other dude? If that's the case, I probably would have used my blessings a little more aggressively. Tautai. No, that blessings rule must be a Scion fight rule. Yep, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove 1 Bane. I'm going to assume I deployed Krakenlance and made him die in that last one because he would have deployed with 1 health. 4, 4, and I would have used a blessing. So we come into this one with 8 health, 1 less blessing, which means there's 7 total, which is 3 yellow and 4 blue. 3 black and 3 green. Bleh. Alright, well, what happens? Itsum scales attract with an arena die that is placed on its chip. You can have a maximum of 6 scales. Cool. For each hit, Itsum rolls an arena die, moving 1 hex according to the compass. Itsum not blocked by opponents and uses fling on any opponent whose hex it moves into. Farthest the opponent to the deployment hex of either troop that is farthest. For each hit, you choose for its enemy to gain 1 HP. Ooh, okay. When damage is dealt to its enemy, the amount of HP lost is reduced by the number of scales it has. Okay, that's interesting. All right, well, we're going to give him a crack. So he deploys here, and he's dazed, so we can deploy now. It is an infinity number of units. Let's deploy our Leviathan here. This is exciting. So this guy, how many health does he have? He has 6. Comes on with 6 health. Okay, so we now roll all of these dice. Alright, so the yellows and blues are the scales. So he has 4 scales. Why did he roll 4 hits on blues? I've never rolled 4 hits on blues in my life. 4 scales. The greens are done last. For each hit, so 1, 2 hits, roll an arena die twice. So yellow first, or red first, sorry. 2, 2. 1, 2. And 2, 3. He goes to there. And then gains 1 HP for each hit. So he's going to gain 2 HP because we can't choose that with Krakenlance there. Okay. Depth Charger will come on and we will bolster his health. He's a tactician. So he goes there. The Leviathan, let's see what direction he goes. He goes to direction 2, which is here, and then he goes to direction 3, which is down here. But I realise now that the Leviathan has hook, so he will hook in its Kabayin. And then he will roll a yellow and a red, and he does 1 scale. Does that refresh each turn? At the start of each turn, remove its scales. Great. So now he rolls all these dice again. He rolled 4 blue hits again. What an absolute pest. So he's got 5 scales this turn. We're going to have to deploy Krakenlance next so he can take some damage. So those are done. The blacks go next. He's moving 3 times and he's gaining 2 health. Okay, so moving. Red first. Direction 1, direction 2 does nothing. Direction 4, direction 1. And direction 5 and direction 6. Alright, we need some damage output, Deno. Cataphract, I think. Coming on with 3 health. Do we bolster his health? Probably not. When damage is dealt to its Sam, for each health, gains 1 damage to your hero. Okay. So the Cataphract will move 1. The Leviathan will move 1. The Depth Charger will move 1. The Depth Charger comes on with... we're going to play Poised on the Cataphract so he's not dazed. Actually, do we need to do that? We probably don't need to do that. Depth Charger. Just does 1. Doesn't do anything. End of our turn. we got to bring our guy on, don't we? Yeah, we do. Interesting. Do we bring our boss on instead of the cataphract? I think we will. Down here. Okay, let's roll all these stupid dice again. And maybe we could roll less scales, Deno. 2 scales. Alright, that's good. 1, 2. Then he's gaining 2 health, but we could take 2 damage on our hero. So I think we'll do 1 and 1. But that happens last, and he's moving twice. Red first. Direction 4, he's going to fling this guy here, which does 2 damage. And then direction 2, which goes here. Come on, Dano. It was 2 scales, wasn't it? I was going to do this so I can track it there. And then direction 1 and 1, right there. Okay, so our turn, he's going to regen one of those. Now we'll bring on the cataphract. We will not play we'll play the dazed on him, so he's not dazed. He will move to here. The depth charger will move to here. Krakenlance will move to here. Alrighty, so the first thing that happens is we'll do a Fury Aura. We're down to 1. The depth charger is going to roll 3 blues and a yellow. He just does 1. The cataphract is going to roll 3 blues and a black. He does 3. 1, 2, 3. And the Leviathan rolls a red, yellow, and blue. And if he rolls 3 hits, it will actually be 6. Oh, just 2. 1, 2. Alright, so we've gone hard. He's got back to his starting health of 6, but now he's going to rampage and do some damage to our friends. But we've got 1 more bolster health up our sleeve. Alright, this guy. Don't move. Roll 3 misses on your moves. He rolls 3 hits. 3 scales and no healing. Okay, so 3 scales, no healing, but he's moving 3 times. So red first. 2 and 2, he moves nowhere. Red first, 2 and then 3, so he moves to the Leviathan, throws him to here. The Leviathan suffers 2 damage from fling. And then, last one, 1 and 2, he moves nowhere. Okay. So we will deploy a Bowler's Hunter. Comes on with 3. Deploy him here. The Leviathan will move 1. The Depth Charger will move 1. So, Bowler's Hunter, 2 blues, a black and a yellow. Does 2, so he's down to 1 scale. The Cataphract also does his Fury Aura, so that's 1. Cataphract is 3 blues and a black. He just does 1, come on. And the Depth Charger is 2 blues and a yellow. He gets 2. He's down to 4 health. Okay, so we probably take all of this on Krakenlance now. Scales, not many scales, only 2 scales. Okay, I think he's in trouble, friends. So Krakenlance will take 2 damage. There is only 2 scales, and he's moving twice. So his first move, red first. 1 and 2, he moves up and right, does nothing. Second one, 5, he finally moves into a bad spot, and then 4. So he's going to throw the Cataphract to here, and the Bowler's Hunter to here. 1, 2 damage, 1, 2 damage. And that is it. So Bowler's Hunter will move to here, Cataphract will move to here, Depth Charger will stay where he is, although he regenerates. I think we're in, friends. I think we're in because we're about to unload. Why did I think that was going to work? He's here. I was thinking I could hook him. I can, that's right, that's right. Krakenlance goes here. So hook, hook, Fury Aura takes off one of the two. The Leviathan, red, blue, yellow, 1, so it's down to 0. Depth Charger, nothing. Cataphract though, 3. 1, 2, 3, and the Bowler's Hunter's got a black, 2 blues, and a yellow. I think we've done it, but just in case I miscalculated, there is one more, and we defeat him. Ta-da! He was good. I liked him. The other guy probably felt a little more like there was very much a delay to be able to attack him, so you just felt like you were getting pounded there. This guy, if you roll bad on those scales dice and he's like 5 or 6 every turn, geez, it'd be tough. But yeah, having the Leviathan and the Depth Charger, I think, were actually the moment when this little campaign started going our way, because we'd used 2 blessings up to that point. When I brought those 2 guys on into the team, you know, just the flexibility that they brought, you know, regen, the number of times that he was able to just stay around and using his speed. This guy's 7 health is pretty amazing. They don't synergize well with Krakenlance's abilities of, you know, giving blue dice to the Leviathan. You know, he's like guaranteed 4, well, not guaranteed, but 30% of the time he's going to do 4 damage. So he's either 1 or 4. When you bring Krakenlance in, he's probably 1 or 2. So, but occasionally he'll throw down a 6. And that can potentially even go to 8, but more likely to be 2 or 3. But yeah, these 2 added a lot, I think, to our team. Krakenlance is very, very good. I see why he's recommended as the starting guy. He's just a very solid all-round, you know, flexible, makes your units better, fast, adaptable. Yeah, very cool. We're going to take a break from Hoplomachus. We've got a couple of other games that I'm going to play soon. We've got one called On Mars, which is a very Vital Lacerda heavy game, and 1 or 2 others, but I'll probably play them off stream. We've also got a big project that I'm about to start, so that's where I'll be finding myself in the next few weeks, is getting into a project and bringing it over here and building that project. And yeah, but I really like this game. I think it's a really good game. There's a lot of depth to it. The combats are really interesting. You know, every time you think you've got the flow of it worked out, you know, something new comes from one of these cards that just changes the dynamic of it. So yeah, do recommend this game. The quality is just off the charts. Like the cards are just, they feel so nice. But yeah, it's actually made me want to play Too Many Bones. I've got Too Many Bones here as well, with pretty much everything released for that. It makes me want to play that, but another time. Hope you've enjoyed this series. It's been three different playthroughs. We lost 1, we won 2, but it was a very good time. So enjoy. Catch you all in the next playthrough, whatever it may be. Big Deno out.